Hello and welcome back to second screenings for the season 1 finale, which is kind
Yes.
of weird. It doesn't feel like it's been like we've done a bunch of these, but we have.
Yes.
Yeah, eight.
This is our
Eight
eighth
episodes.
episode.
We've done 8 of them. We've edited less of those, but it's fine. It'll all work out. Welcome back to
Coming
second
along.
screenings. Welcome back to Loud Equals Funny, where we are family.
True.
We got all of our sisters here.
Yeah, we're all
And me.
sisters. And
And
Gabe.
me.
One of my notes for this movie is they use every part of the "We Are Family" Buffalo. They
Yeah,
play
they
that
do.
song a lot. I mean, they
Yeah.
play like the
Alright.
full thing in the beginning and then at the end again. But
I should mention
yeah.
the movie that we're talking about here is The Birdcage.
The Birdcage. Yeah, we didn't even get to say what movie it was. This
Yeah.
is The Birdcage from 1996, starring Robin Williams, Nathan Lane, Gene Hackman, Callista Flockhart, a
it's a
bunch
real
of people.
cast.
Hank
Diane
Azaria.
Weiss.
Produced
Yeah,
by
like-
United Artists, which is always a win. Big
True.
dub.
It's a movie that's like very stacked. Like no matter what way you're looking at it, the director is I mentioned before we were recording, he did Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf and The Graduate. The writer wrote The Heartbreak Kid and a couple other things. She also wrote and directed Ishtar.
1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, and these men are pawns. All right.
I'm
Classic
glad
Ishtar.
I could,
That needs to be discussed more, but more
That's
than just
true.
Red Letter Media.
I'm glad I could say that and you could do the bit. I wasn't sure. The cinematography was done by Emmanuel Lubezki, who has gone on to become one of like the most acclaimed cinematographers ever. He did Birdman, The Revenant, Gravity,
Hell yeah.
all sorts of stuff. Children of Men, and then it was like edited by the guy who did Back to the Future and Who Framed Roger Rabbit and Forrest Gump. Like this movie is stacked on all fronts.
And
Oh,
I
it's
hadn't
kinda
heard of it until you suggested it, which is
Which surprised me.
crazy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I had seen this a lot because my mother, she watched a ton of these movies. I've seen this and like Fried Green Tomatoes more times than I'd like to admit because she'd play them and I'd just be like, all right, fuck it, I'm gonna sit and watch this. And
Yeah,
this movie still holds up very well.
It's,
I had
it's
never
really
ever heard of this movie, and until last night, I didn't know what it was even about. And then I saw the description of it, and I was like, "Oh, this seems timely and interesting," and it was.
I honestly, like, given the name of it, I thought it was going to be like some Hollywood story. Like, oh, geez, they're treating the artist bad.
It's more like
No,
the gay
it's-
producers,
Yes.
Yeah.
It is.
It is. Yeah. That's
and
a good
not
way of
just because
describing
Nathan
it.
Lane is there.
So the general gist of the film, I guess, just to give us like the brief synopsis, is it's about a couple who one of them owns and directs a night drag club in South Beach, and one of them is the star drag queen. Robin Williams is the owner, and Nathan Lane is the star. Armand and Albert. I'll probably just call them by the actors' names because it's easier.
Yeah.
I have to say, Robin Williams is like a fucking dead ringer from Mario at several points in this movie.
Oh,
Yeah.
he-
And it's,
fair, yeah.
it's kind of a sad thing that he never got to. It's a shame that Bob Hoskins got that role. I mean, he did a good job,
he
but
was
man.
fun.
I actually wrote here, man who's only ever seen Mario. Big Mario vibes from this guy.
Mario or any Turkish guy.
Yeah, he pulls off like a very, Floridian look. The thing is, like, I've got an uncle who's lived in Florida my entire life, and he looks exactly like he wears like a shirt all the time with his chest basically out, has a mustache very similar. It's like, yeah, that's typical
I
of that
think-
area of Florida.
I think with that costuming, they're also going for like the Jewish thing, because the character is Jewish and he wears a Star of David and like, and so I think that's part of what they're going for as well.
I get that.
Which I think is kind of interesting. Like all of the things to do with like, because the gist of the film is they're a gay couple. The Robin Williams' son comes home and basically says, "Hey, I want to get married to this girl." And then as the film goes on, you find out her father is a super conservative Republican senator who is like desperately running for re-election. So now, in
Yes.
order to try
Desperate
to
is
make
indeed the word with what happens to his chances, but yeah.
yeah. And so through an escalating comedy of errors, they attempt to become like an idealized straight family in order to pull off the dinner where they meet for the first time. And I have to say, basically every bit with Gene Hackman in this movie kills me. He is so funny in this movie. The recurring bit of him always leaving through the window gets me. There's something about that. It's so stupid. But yeah, so film starts off. We start in Florida.
Give me a sec. I think y'all can hear my cat just meowing back there.
You're fine.
I didn't notice.
No, I didn't either.
I saw the sound show up on the Discord little thing.
Well, the meows are welcome.
They are. I don't mind.
Also,
Although the cat might get upset by talking about the birdcage, so just
Oh, true. Yeah, keep that in mind.
That's okay. She doesn't even know what a bird is.
Very nice.
Also, shout out to
Alright,
Gene
sorry about
Hackman,
that.
born on my birthday. Birthday brothers.
Hey.
Oh, really?
Yes, January 30th, 1930.
Oh, neat.
Yeah,
I
man,
didn't
you're
know you were
old.
born in 1930.
I know,
Wow,
right?
1930. Yeah, Gene Hackman's not someone I think of as like a particularly, comedic actor. I mean, but he is frequently, he was in comedies and he was pretty good in this one, especially.
Even as Lex Luthor, he was kind of comedic.
Oh,
He'd
yeah,
always be-
yeah.
You know.
He was a bumbling idiot.
Yeah, and so the film
He's pretty
starts
much
us
a
off.
bumbling idiot here, too. I'm really surprised he didn't fall off of that ladder. He says he did, but we didn't get to see
true.
it, so it doesn't count.
Tree at the ladder outside the window, yeah. So the film starts us off in South Beach at the club. We see kind of like the average night, I guess is the idea, where everything is kind of like going well until it isn't. We get to meet the characters, and I really like how much of the film is just spent introducing you to the characters and showing you how they interact. There's a lot of scenes in this movie that are just characters talking, but the dialogue is so like snappy and quick that it's pretty much always funny, in my opinion, especially whenever Hank Azaria is causing a ruckus because he's being fussy or something.
Yeah, Hank Azaria it's always good to see Hank Azaria in a thing.
Yeah.
The way
like,
he
especially
says,
a live action thing.
true, yeah, because normally he's only animated. I can only think of like
The Godzilla movie.
Godzilla, the Night at the Museum 2, and then the Smurfs movies are the only movies that come to my mind when I think of him in live action. Those are the only ones. Oh, Mystery Men as well.
Oh yeah.
He doesn't normally get to be live action.
And in this movie, he is putting on the most ridiculous accent ever for the entire thing. The first thing I thought, he just like, oh, we're doing this for the whole movie? Okay.
His Guatemalanist, you mean?
Yes. Famed
Too much heat.
Guatemalan actor, Hank Azaria.
Yes.
Well, famed Guatemalan character Agador Spartacus as
Right.
well.
He prefers to be referred to by his full name, yes.
Yeah, he loves to be referred to as Agador Spartacus. Don't call him Agador. Don't call him Spartacus either. Yeah, the film, I think, does a really good job of like just showing you all the characters and letting you meet them and getting to know them just through like their conversations. I feel like this movie wouldn't be as good without the cast it has, who sell like every line, especially Robin Williams as like a straight man. Haha.
Oh yeah, I guess
Where-
that is a good pun.
Yeah, because normally he doesn't get to do this. He doesn't get to be the like toned back, reserved half of a comedy bit, you know?
Yeah.
And I think he does a really good job throughout selling that like quiet but still funny charm. And he has a couple moments where he goes full Robin Williams, like where he gets on stage and starts dancing around with his shirt thrown over his head and whatnot.
Yeah, toward the end, it starts to escalate, and he is, I mean, in the beginning, it seems as though the Nathan Lane character is the more, hysterical of the two. But as the charade, unravels, he's like freaking out in the kitchen. He keeps falling over, like. Yeah, it becomes a bit of a fucking it's a bit of a shit show.
Yeah, I really like how they introduce Nathan Lane's character as this like kind of just unholy annoying diva, and then throughout the film you realize that actually Nathan Lane's character is significantly more put together. It's just that everyone is constantly really mean to him.
Yeah.
So he's always pissed off.
I get it.
I've been there. But yeah, basically, we meet them, meet the characters, meet the family, all that stuff. And as things start to kind of escalate when it comes to the Robin Williams, Nathan Lane, and their son, realizing, oh, we have to actually like put up an act for this senator. On the other side of things, the senator is struggling after one of his like co-senators, I guess.
I think it was like a partner on like the board for Modesty or something like that.
Oh, that's it. It was the other founder of the Coalition for Moral Order.
Yeah, and it's just the most like, conservative appeal to decency thing you've ever seen. And then something bad happens.
Yeah, he's found dead in the bed of a African-American underage sex worker, which
is not how the movie refers to her.
It's not how the movie refers to her, and they refer to her many times.
And it's really funny because usually the thing that people get up in arms about is that she's black.
Yeah, that's the bit that gets me.
Yeah.
This film has a lot of really fun, like, political commentary comedy. Like, the scene that always gets me early on is we see Gene Hackman's character watching, like, a talk show, but it's just everyone yelling at each other to the point where you can't make out a single word they're saying.
Yeah,
this is the most intelligent show on TV.
Yeah, that bit kills me every time.
It's like you're watching Charlie Rose on crack. Charlie Rose met Jerry Springer, basically.
Yeah. He says it so smugly as well. He's like, smartest show on television. And so, all this news breaks out, and so now he's concerned about his image. Meanwhile, he doesn't know what he's getting himself into, going to a gay nightclub in South Beach, Florida, with like is it just one guy, I think, following them there to investigate? Yeah.
Fucking National Enquirer, bro.
Yeah, like one guy and his business,
his photographer.
Well, I have to point out that this is, of course, a white woman failure once again, because this entire thing happens because this lady who the club owner's son is marrying or wants to marry, she makes up all this shit to her parents, and it's like, this is only happening because white bitch over here decided to like make this a problem.
Yeah, she says their family name is Coleman to hide the fact that they're Jewish because his name is Goldman. And then says that they're cultural attaches to Greece in order to try to make them seem more like
they
foreign,
they got more clout.
Yeah. And so now this is what they have to become. Meanwhile,
Thanks
they
a
have
lot,
no
Cracker.
idea. Thanks a lot, Callista Flockhart.
Here on the Loud Equals Funny podcast, we hate white women.
She was Callista Flockhart. Okay,
Yes,
I knew she
that's
looked
how-
familiar,
that's how
and
you
you
make
guys
the
were
deal.
talking about her. Yeah, I was like, wait, which one was? Oh, okay, it's her. And now, as we've discussed, she looks like a ghoul. She looks like a zombie.
The Crypt Keeper, I would
I
say.
mean,
Tears from the crypt.
oh
You
god.
shouldn't be too mean to her. She hasn't done
Yeah.
anything to us.
Yeah.
Hey, look, but we're
Hey, you
saying
don't know
he's
that.
been on Supergirl, okay? Like,
Yeah, actually,
Oh,
Callista Flockhart murdered my entire family, and she left me. She made me watch, and she left me specifically to tell the story, to never fuck with her or something.
exactly.
I
she
feel
put
like-
6 rounds.
I was on too many
I feel like-
shroom.
I feel like this is the 6th time you've said that someone killed your entire family when we recorded together.
He has many families.
It's a group effort.
Yeah.
That's true.
It was
He's
like
been-
a
we are
Sinister
family.
Six.
It was
been-
a
yeah.
roving gang of several celebrities.
He's been through the foster system a few too many times. Wait till we talk about Ben
Yeah,
Affleck and how many times he did that.
Listen, we don't fucking talk about Ben Affleck, damn it, okay?
That's
I've
never
told
gonna
you a
happen.
million times, I don't want to fucking talk about it.
You're right.
Yeah,
I
I
should
don't,
have
he doesn't want to relive the trauma. Yeah.
I'll be fat. I'm a full edit. Don't worry.
Okay, alright, thank you.
You're welcome.
But anyways, things continue to kind of escalate. Robin Williams doesn't tell Nathan Lane's character what's happening, and then he gets everything dropped on him at once, and so it's kind of like, oh, you don't want me here because I wouldn't fit in the image of like a straight conservative household. So, screw you. But then through a conversation, they decide that maybe he could pretend to be straight to pass alongside Robin Williams as just another member of the family.
Yeah.
And so we get some good moments between them where, especially while they're having a meal at like a restaurant, where he's trying to coach him on how to be more straight, as basically every so often someone notices and then everyone goes quiet and they just look at each other for a moment before they continue, which is a bit that also kills me.
yeah.
I really like Al trying to walk like John Wayne. It was
Yeah.
peak comedy.
How did I do? I didn't know John Wayne walked like that. And basically, things continue to escalate, of course. The whole film it's kind of like Shakespeare-y, comedy of errors, like, oh, this is going wrong, so this is going wrong, so this is going wrong.
That's
But
one
that's
of the.
kind of
I was muted for a second, and I was not able to say that restaurant scene is one of the best parts in the movie,
It's very
Because-
good.
because it adds a lot of a depth, I think, to Robin Williams' character. I mean, I don't think Robin Williams was gay in real life, was he?
No.
No.
So the fact that there's a distinct difference in the way it's like, oh, I only saw this character as a gay man, and then all of a sudden it's like he actually he has straight tendencies when he wants to.
Oh yeah.
And they don't really go too far into it, but I think he might be a little bi. He still seems to have something with his wife, his
Yeah.
ex-wife.
So
yeah.
I've got a note in here that, and this is what I'll quote myself here. He hit the world championship of pussy smashing in his first go around and decided to hang his belt up. Apparently he went for like 2 hours.
Hell yeah, brother.
Hey, respect Armand.
Yeah, it's
but no,
interesting, and he also has the like straight, mannerisms in order to sort of coach Al a little bit.
He can
Yeah.
fake it. He can fake it.
Yeah,
But
which implies like was he closeted for a long time and kind of learned to fake it kind of thing.
I think what the movie implies is that like he at least like always knew he was gay, but he was drunk and was like, you know what? I'm curious.
Might as well.
He was literally bi-curious in that moment, but just
I guess
gay
yeah.
originally, and then just like, well, all right.
The bit around and during that little scene at the restaurant, which I do think is probably like one of the best scenes in the movie.
It's such a good scene.
Before that, he discusses how he doesn't really want to have to be closeted like again. He doesn't want to have to close himself off like that. And
Yeah.
so I think the implication is that like he knows how to pass. He knows how to come across as a straight man, but he hates the fact that he has to do it again.
Yeah.
And so the whole time he's kind of coaching Albert, you can also kind of tell that like he kind of hates every second of it.
Yeah.
And I think Robin Williams does such a good job in the role where, like you said, you kind of don't think about the fact that Robin Williams probably wasn't gay in real life because the character is done in such a way where they feel so natural. It doesn't feel like it's a guy being a gay guy, you know?
Yeah,
I miss Robin Williams.
Yeah, I miss him too. That's the one thing you can always say about him is that he always did commit to whatever he was doing.
Well, he just melts into the role, which
Yeah.
is kind of a cliche thing to say, but it's
true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's kind of one of the reasons I chose this, is because you guys hadn't seen it, and it's such a distinct and unique Robin Williams role that I feel like more people who haven't seen it should see, because he's so good throughout the whole movie at playing this very, like, I don't know, he comes across as really, like, somber sometimes and very, like, lonely. It's kind of weird.
He's definitely no fucking genie Aladdin, you know. He was a man of range. This ain't no Mark and Mindy.
Yeah, it's a more
Exactly.
serious role while also being in a very outlandish comedy, I guess.
I will also
Yeah.
shout out the utterly fantastic 1 hour photo, which I'm probably the only person who really thinks is fantastic, but at least it
Well, it's a
wasn't.
great movie.
It was when I
Love that
first
movie.
watched it. I watched it in like a decade, but it's a damn good movie, and it's a very serious. It's a very serious role from him.
Everyone only knows that movie because of the Evangelion scene.
Yeah.
I mean, I also know it from the Evangelion scene, but that's just because he liked Evangelion and wanted to shout it out, or someone in the movie. I think it was him, but
The other big underappreciated Robin Williams role in my mind is The Fisher King.
oh yeah,
Which is an amazing movie, and I'd highly recommend it to anyone who hasn't seen it. But The Birdcage.
yes.
It's a film that also, like, again, plot's pretty whatever. Like, we could just go through the plot, but I don't know if that's interesting. I will say, around this time, around, like, the restaurant scene, we also cut back to the conservative family, and as they're getting ready to leave for Florida, Gene Hackman climbs onto the windowsill, and his wife goes, "Dear, no!" because she thinks he's about to jump out the window, because she forgot he had to use the ladder to get up. And then as they're talking, Callista Flockhart walks in and goes, "Dad, no!" And I don't know, that bit also just gets me, because he's just like,
I also
"What's wrong with you people?"
really like immediately after. So he tries to go out the window, and like there's a ton of reporters around.
Yeah.
Just
well,
taking
I-
pictures because they're watching his house from all angles, and none of them even acknowledge the fact that he's on a ladder climbing out of his window.
Oh yeah. Well,
Yeah,
the thing I love is like he tells him like, look, you go out the front, they'll all be waiting for you. I'm gonna go out. I'm gonna sneak out back. That way they'll just ask you like a couple questions. We'll be fine. And then just immediately, the moment he starts getting out there, all of them pull up on him, and it's like,
Yep.
I
It
think
is-
it's a great visual gag. I think it really works. Yeah, and then he has to give a whole little speech on the ladder, and at no point do they like let him come down or anything, so he's just standing up there the whole time.
And it's worth noting that this whole thing is like, well, yes, his like running mate or whatever, his buddy on this council, yes, he was found dead in the bed of an underage black prostitute, who he referred to as Chocolate. But not only that, that happened, but this wedding is going to redeem his image.
This
For some
white
reason.
wedding.
yeah.
Yes, this very white wedding, and not affiliated with that Dole man because he was simply too dark.
By the way,
But he literally says this to the reporters in as many words. He's like, "Yes, well, the event that I'm planning will assuage the feelings of all those who are feeling bad." It's very comical. I like it.
I really
Yeah.
like that scene.
I should mention real quick for when we're recording this, we're about 2 weeks away from the American presidential election, and either the United States has deeply spiraled into a chaotic hellspin, or it hasn't. Who knows? But
I voted.
Yeah, let's
Hey.
let's not pretend that it's gonna
it's
gonna be great either way.
yeah,
Oh, it's
not
gonna be bad either way, but
Yeah.
hopefully it'll only be bad for a short time.
Yeah.
Hopefully. But some of this movie does feel prescient with one of the two, like one of the, I guess, 4 protagonists really. It's 6. How many protagonists do we technically kind of have here?
Well, we have Armand, we have the Senator,
Yep.
Albert, Val, Barbara, and Agador. So 6, yeah.
Okay. So yeah, one of our 6 protagonists is a Republican senator of a moral majority campaign who is, trying to run for senator, not necessarily president, but, take the analogy that I'm making here as you will. It's very interesting to watch with modern context, almost 20 years, 30 years on.
Yeah, it's crazy because it's like it's quite 90s.
It very much is.
Like you watch it and you're like, okay, I'm back in the mid 90s. I'm chilling. I got my fucking Walkman. It's all good.
It's directly based off of the anti-LGBT stuff from that time, and it's like directly built around the common like sentiments and ideas. But basically all of it still applies right now, almost 30 years later, which is kind of weird to think about.
Yeah, just make his rambling be about transgender people or something instead. Which, by the way, it's worth noting, Albert refers to herself as a woman.
Yes.
And Armand will not entertain that, and most people in the movie will not entertain that. There's a few people that use the she/her pronouns. Tristan, hit the button.
Oh, I'm tabbed out. Shit. Hang on.
Damn.
I got it.
Very nice.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, it's slight transphobia from Armand. I don't know. Cancel Robin Williams, maybe.
Yeah,
I mean,
way
listen,
I look at it.
He mentioned green card while talking to
Yeah.
Oh god, I forgot his first name. Shit. Agador Spartacus.
Agador Spartacus. You
yeah.
need the full name. First name doesn't matter.
Exactly. Yes. Agador. Who's that? Spartacus. Who's
Agador
that?
Spartacus. Yeah.
I know who Spartacus is, but that's a different guy.
Yeah.
That's a lot of different guys.
That's not the same guy.
I think the idea is that like Albert doing that is part of the drag queen persona thing, and so Armand is kind of like, yeah, but you are not your character, you are you, Yeah. It's kind of weird. It's one of the only things in the movie with like the gay stuff that's kind of like, what is happening here? I think it's like the only thing that's kind of like a little off.
And it's one of the first scenes of the movie.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
In which we also get an unironic, "Don't look at me, I'm hideous!"
Yeah.
Oh,
God, yeah,
I love that bit. I love that bit because it's "Don't look at me, I'm hideous," and then Albert says something like, "You made me this." He says like, "I'm short and fat," and he says, "You made me this way." And Robin Williams' character goes, "I made you short and fat."
It's great. Yeah.
But one thing I will say, I didn't get to mention this when we were talking about the intro, but I really liked the continuous shot through the crowd and stage as like in the very beginning. I think that was really cool.
This movie is very beautifully shot.
Speaking of the intro, I really like the some of the original soundtrack stuff throughout the movie. There's an extended segment where it like pans down from one scene. It like cuts from one scene to another where they're on a beach, and it pans down, and it's like the music is synced up perfectly with the movement of the camera. I don't know all the film words, but it's sort of like in the Lion King and the Stampede scene or whatever. Like YMS went into detail about how that was all queued up perfectly at each moment that it needed to have something cool happen in the music. It happened. And that's a little bit of that I felt here.
It has a really good rhythm to most of the film, where like as you're watching it, the music and the way it's blocked and the way characters are moving around in the scene has a cool sense of like flow to it. It never feels like it's kind of static and stationary, and it's like everyone's just kind of standing around. There's always something going on. And I think the production design with all like the vibrant colors and the cool setting, like even when they're just walking down the street in Florida, it's all done in a way where it has so much like life to it, you know?
Yeah, it's a very vivid movie. It's not unlike The Stupids in that way. It's nice to
Yeah,
look
it's
at
actually
the
kind of
whole
similar
time.
in that way. Yeah. That opening scene with the one shot, again, Emmanuel Lubezki is such a good cinematographer, and I think that scene does a great job of it's cool because that scene shows you how Robin Williams' character handles hectic situations. Because the whole thing is kind of like everything's starting to fall apart, and he manages to put it all back together. And so,
Well, arguably, he doesn't really put it back together
Oh,
because well, there's a fun twist with how it all goes back together because it definitely is all topsy-turvy for a while.
yes.
I don't know if are we getting to that scene yet? I guess we're almost there.
We're coming up to the dinner, but we can go back and talk about some other stuff as well.
Okay.
Because like, yeah, what I was gonna say is that whole opening scene I think does a good job of showing you how the rest of the film is gonna go in like a little microcosm, without just being like, oh, this is how the film is gonna be, this is what the pace of the film is gonna be, and this is how things are gonna resolve, or this is who will resolve the problems, you know. But yeah, so stuff continues going on. Everyone is kind of coming together now, like the senators arriving in Florida, and in a bit of like a rush for making it all land, Robin Williams' character goes off to find his son's birth mother, his former. I don't know if were they married. I can't remember if they say that.
I think it was just like a one night
I think
thing.
it's just like a one night stand. Yeah.
Yeah. But so he goes back to find her and basically sees if she can come play his wife for the dinner. That way they can, you know, really sell it, because Albert is a little too dramatic, I guess.
Hey,
Yeah.
he's gay. He's homosexual.
He is. I realized during that restaurant scene where he's trying to coach Albert to be less gay, that the plot of that scene is literally gay man tries to coach the gayest man alive to seem even remotely heterosexual for a second. And it's like not happening. It's
No,
just
not
not happening.
No, it doesn't work.
It's like it's not gonna happen, Chief.
And so like he seeks out his former partner, and they redo the whole house to make it way more Greek and like cultured and less gay. There's less like
there's
statues with penises.
Less statues with penises and more statues with Jesuses.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah, they
I-
take down every piece of art and replace it all with just like one giant crucifix and a couple of assorted books.
Yeah.
Fucking
I
Nancy
love
Drew.
And there's like some great moments in this movie that are kind of like an inversion of the typical stereotypes, like when the son tells his dad that he wants to get married. There's like a whole sort of, I'm not supporting you with this lifestyle. She's a woman, you know, and then they turn that around, and then yeah, during this there's a part where it's like, what are these books? Why are you putting Playboys in the bathroom? What? It's what they read. This swarming team of like 40 gay dudes in fucking muscle shirts and fucking there's like a guy wearing a thong at one point.
Yeah, he's helping to decorate.
It stops just short of blasting YMCA.
It kind of does.
I would have blasted We Are Family again.
We Are Family, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and I love in the first scene where the son Val is kind of like, we're gonna have to redecorate, we're gonna have to move this, we're gonna have to move that, where they just kind of wander around a small area of the room, and Robin Williams' character just keeps like turning statues around because they have exposed genitals.
Yeah, it's
And-
like one has a humongous dick, and it's like he just turns it around. You can still see the dick on the other
You can
side.
still see it, yeah.
One of them
There's
just
even,
has a
like-
huge ass.
There's even like a painting of a dude in a dress, and it's like, we need to get rid of everything, like every piece of furniture, and I mean, we'll get to it, but literally even the fucking dinnerware is gay.
We'll get to that because that's a good moment. Well, and then I also love they have like a full-size statue of Neptune. And Robin Williams kind of walks over to it at one point and like apologizes to it that it has to go away. There's so many good bits in this movie. Like I'm trying to kind of just move the plot because it's a movie where I don't want to say all the funny bits because there's so many of them.
I remember you mentioning that there's a lot of really good lines in this movie, and you mentioned when the Schnecken beckons, I believe was one.
Schnecken beckons.
Another one that I had put down was "Men smear" while he's teaching Albert how to smear mustard onto salad. I think was the directive there. Okay, on bread.
It was bread.
All right.
It was butter on bread. He goes, they smear. They smear.
They don't care if they get into. They don't care if they like cut through it. They just smear.
Yeah, this is a movie that's so full of just good lines and moments.
Also, the amount of time.
Fellas, is it straight to smear?
Yes. Also, what another thing politically to bring up? A lot of Jeb Bush references.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
they reference him a lot.
And in the beginning, they reference that there's a bunch of fucking Kennedys at the club at the Birdcage, and I'm just like, I was like, I wonder if RFK knew. Does he know? Was he there? Maybe this was before the bear incident. I don't know.
The bear thing was like 10 years ago.
Okay.
I love that bit as well because he's like, okay, the Kennedys are here, and they're like, should we, give him a little something? And Robin Williams is like, is Ted here? And they go, no. And he goes, I wish we had Ted. And then he just kind of moves on. And that, I don't know, that bit gets me because it's just such a stupid line. Like, why? Okay.
He was a real fan of why he didn't Chappaquiddick. Huh.
The Jeb Bush references in the modern day are infinitely funnier to me than they were before I understood who Jeb Bush was and why he's so funny.
Absolutely.
Yeah, this movie's aged like wine in that regard.
Oh yeah,
please clap and take one of my fucking aquamarine turtles.
I think all the political stuff has managed to age like wine in a really beautiful way that is very rare. I don't know. I feel like there's not a lot of movies from like the mid 90s that were like focused around politics that have aged well.
This movie.
That's another reason why I was reminded of the film Wag the Dog while watching this, because that's another 90s movie that's just kind of still interesting political, discourse, for its time and for now.
Yeah. One thing I want to bring up really quick, this was 3 years before Nathan Lane would publicly come out as being gay.
Interesting.
True, yeah.
Yes. That was something interesting when I was looking into this movie, because I'm like, all right, I'm 70. I was like, all right, I want to see what's going on here with everybody, because, obviously we know about Robin Williams. I just want to see where everyone else was. And when I found that out, I'm like, this feels like something you would have made if you were publicly out. But then Robin Williams was... Yeah, did they know in the 90s? I should have asked my mother about this. I should have texted her, but I just didn't think about it. But yeah, no, Go on.
Well, I was gonna say the other interesting thing to think about with that is that a lot of the film was improvised. A lot of the stuff, especially by Robin Williams, Gene Hackman, and Nathan Lane, was improvised.
Yeah.
And it was them using stuff they knew about to pull off the bits. And so thinking about that's even more interesting that Nathan Lane wasn't publicly... Is he? Yeah, he is.
Yeah, he's
He is, yeah.
He is now.
That he was. Yeah.
Yeah, he's fucking gay, bro.
Fucking gay, bro.
Yeah.
But it's interesting to think about a man doing a lot of improvised lines for a role revolving around him being gay and gay culture without being openly gay. That's kind of interesting to think about.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it is.
And this also was one of the earliest films, according to what I'm reading here. One of the earliest films from a major studio to feature LGBT characters at its center, and made $185 million on a $31 million budget.
Yeah, this movie was a hit.
Nice.
People loved this movie.
Wow.
Yeah, this
And
movie
it
made
was.
money.
It was,
Nice.
yeah. It was one of the first big studio films to feature gay characters at its center. I think the other big ones from around the same time were The Adventures of Priscilla,
Yep.
which is a very, very, very fun movie, and To Wong Fu, Thanks for Everything, Julie Newmar, which is also
That is a very fun movie. Yeah.
super fun movie. I love that movie. I was thinking of choosing that because that one is arguably even more weird to look
yeah.
back at, because it's just for Claw and Tristan. It's Wesley Snipes, Patrick Swayze, and John Leguizamo playing a trio of drag queens.
All right.
Sounds enjoyable.
Yeah, the early '90s, the mid '90s, I should say, had a lot of these, had a lot of drag queen movies.
I guess
Yeah,
so.
which is kind of cool. I don't know. It's a thing that's kind of. I feel like it's died down a lot, weirdly.
Yeah, can you imagine making one now?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Hey, you want a movie you can't make today? There you go.
I mean, I
You
think we
can't
can
make the
it.
Birdcage anymore.
I'm-
You can't. They won't allow it.
I'm just shit.
Oh,
but-
if they
Wolf
tried to
won't
make
even let you
today-
make the Birdcage.
yeah, right.
If they tried to make this today, it would be something. It would be a whole thing.
It would get
Oh,
picketed.
yeah.
It would get picketed.
Because, like,
There are people picketing fucking Terrifier 3, and it's like, you know what movie this is, you fucking idiots.
Yeah,
also,
I mean,
like-
I guess for the cardinal sin of, being funny and poking a few jokes at some people, it would probably get some rioters. Yeah.
Yeah,
we can't escape from woke.
we really can't.
It'll never happen.
I also think, we've referenced We Are Family a lot, and I think this film, that's really what the film's about. The film's about
It's about family, yeah.
family.
Family.
It really is a film about family. All jokes aside.
It actually is. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's seeing, like two different families from two completely different worlds, and they figure out how to coexist.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
that's the important thing too. Is the ultimate goal of it isn't to just completely belittle, like, the conservative family. Like, yeah, they're kind of idiots, and they're made the butt of a lot of the jokes, but
Yeah. But also,
they're
like,
also
both-
human beings who, are treated with respect and are just like, these are lesser creatures. We are
Yeah.
superior to them,
yeah, it's like
which is a lot of what you get nowadays.
it is.
True,
It
yes,
is.
yeah.
The thing I like about
Um,
it are let me continue for plot synopsis because I don't think we're close to it yet. Continue.
No. Okay. Well, basically, he's Robin Williams has gone to former partner and asked her to come for the dinner, so on. We'll get back to the plot for a little bit. And things start coming together. They get the dinner all ready. Agador Spartacus is now attempting to play a Greek butler named Spartacus.
Hell yeah.
Which is such a stupid way of bringing his name back into relevance. That's so dumb. And so as things are kind of starting up, they're waiting for Robin Williams' former partner, who is played by Diane Wiest. I guess I'll just say that instead. They're waiting for Diane Wiest, and she gets caught up in traffic. So the conservative family are like, where is your wife? I thought she was here. This is getting kind of sussy. Only
Wait,
for...
I thought Diane Wiest was the conservative wife.
No.
No, that's Christine Baranski.
Yes.
Okay.
That's Sheldon's mom in Big Bang Theory.
Oh, I was
Oh,
wondering
God,
if she looked
yeah.
familiar. Fuck me for
Um,
knowing that. God damn it.
She's been in so much stuff. It's funniest to say her role as Big Bang Theory because she got 4 Emmy nominations for that.
She
For
got
some
Jesus.
reason.
Or
How many did
Um,
she get for this one?
But anyway, she's also great in the movie. I don't think we talked about it. She's really funny in
She's-
this movie.
She's pretty good.
Yeah, she
She's
has
cute.
like a whole weird mini arc later on that, like
Yeah.
a meltdown.
Yeah, it's really entertaining seeing her play this kind of like she's brain dead for like half of the movie, and then in the second half of the movie she like gains sentience, and then she has a character arc. But they're waiting for his wife to show up, and then all of a sudden Albert walks in dressed as a traditional conservative middle-aged woman, at which point
Trad wife.
the daughter and Robin Williams and their son are all just sitting there like
what
we're
fuck?
fucked.
Oh my god.
This is done.
Yeah.
And the conservatives are just like, oh, it's lovely to meet you. Hey, how you doing? Oh,
Wow,
sorry
you look just like Barbara Bush.
Yeah, you look
Or
just like
Laura
Barbara
Bush, or both of them, or one
all
of
of
them.
them.
Larva.
All the
Yeah.
Russians.
I mean, it was Barbara Bush, yeah. And so the dinner continues, and things still continue to escalate because, of course, there's the journalists who we mentioned who are following them, and they're scoping out the house and researching the Birdcage as the club, because the club is the Birdcage. I don't know if we mentioned that.
We did.
And they take a note off the door telling Robin Williams' former partner not to come in because Albert is already there, so things are kind of getting laid out for things to go wrong.
Well, the note is taped out to the door, and then immediately within like 3 seconds is swiped by the National Enquirer guy.
Yeah,
It's right
Which-
away.
I gotta say, I love that it's the National Enquirer that's gonna run this story. Like, I guess it gets picked up in general, but it was the National Enquirer finally had something. They had one guy on board who was actually going to tell a real story. It was great.
Yeah, this was this guy's
Yeah.
Nightcrawler, basically, and then it got poached.
Basically, yeah.
Yeah, they got swiped.
Basically, yeah. And as the dinner goes on, I don't remember what Agador Spartacus makes. It's
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 like
like-
It's
It's
at first quoted
some-
as
it's like a
seafood chowder.
Yeah.
sweet and sour pheasant soup that Robin
whole eggs in
Williams, yes, with whole pheasant eggs, which Robin Williams refers to as a seafood chowder, which enrages Agador Spartacus. And then Robin Williams is like, well, is that the only food? Is that the only thing? That's the entree? And it's just a great part where Agador Spartacus goes like, well, it's like a stew. It's a full meal. It's one of my favorite moments.
Well,
It's
and
a little
that's also-
meltdown as no one likes his soup, and you can tell they're all starting to eat the soup, and they're just kind of like, I just had it in my head that like the unpleasant soup experience, and
They all immediately
there's also the
reach
great
for
moment
bread.
there.
yeah.
There's the great moment there where he takes the pot of soup and just runs out to serve it, and Agador is like, "Wait, no, the shrimps, shrimps."
Well, the reason he's running to serve the soup is because they're starting to clock on to the fact that these guys might be up to something.
Yes,
Because all of the dinnerware has little Greek boys, little naked Greek boys, or
Yeah.
something.
well, she's not wearing her glasses, so she's not sure.
Yeah, it might not be,
Oh man.
And so, Bane, I know there was something you wanted to mention around the dinner.
Oh, God, I'm drawing a blank now. Fuck. What was I saying before? We
Okay.
shifted there.
Bane, you stupid idiot.
I should not get this
Damn.
time for an episode.
Well, I will say that I've been in enough plays to know that dinner played out exactly like a play. Everything's like kind of okay, maybe a couple flubs out front, but in the back, people are screaming. Everyone wants to fucking die. It's great.
Well, yeah, I love the way they use him being the director of the nightclub to have him kind of attempting to direct the whole night. And so, like you said, it's actually playing out like a performance. And of course, because Albert is the star of his show, pretty much the whole time, I don't think Albert has like any flubs or mistakes or anything. It all comes from Robin Williams and Hank Azaria, because Hank Azaria also can't wear shoes. Agador Spartacus can't wear shoes.
Yes.
I forgot to
He's
mention.
tripping over his shoes.
He's not used to shoes, so...
I didn't
But,
even pick up on that.
Albert does flub up a little bit, but only like starting at the end, and he saves
Yeah.
it the first time.
Yeah, he doesn't slip up too much until like it starts to become a little too much to handle. Then it's like, and he's stumbling around. It's like, oh, that's bad.
Yeah, no, throughout the film, Agador Spartacus doesn't wear any shoes, and I think they reference it right at the beginning that he's not good at wearing shoes, and then when he has to wear shoes as the butler, it's why he keeps falling over all the time, because he's not used to wearing shoes, and he's not good. He can't walk with shoes on.
He's a klutz.
Unfortunate.
Again, such a stupid bit, but it works surprisingly well. Like, that's so nonsensical, you know?
Yeah.
I think this movie does a great job of balancing like stupid, absurd nonsense that would never happen and like somewhat grounded errors.
Yeah, topical comedy, subtle satire, and also emotional moments that work.
Yes,
Yeah.
there's a lot of solid emotional beats throughout the film, especially towards the end when things have kind of escalated to their limit. Because, of course, at a certain point, the whole illusion is ruined when Diane Wiest walks in because the note was taken off the door, and so everything is kind of revealed, and they just.
And I have to say, the one who reveals it is the straight son. I have to say, he's like the worst character in the movie. He's always just kind of moping around and very flat, very uninteresting. They don't give him a lot to do.
Yeah.
He's just kind of always boring.
Also, was I the only one kind of skeptical that he was 20? He looks older than 20.
Yeah, like
Ooh.
20,
Yeah.
26, 27. But
That's
I will
not-
say, really,
That's not young Nathan Fillion, is it?
No.
No,
no, I don't think
his name
so.
his name is Daniel Futterman.
Okay.
He's been in a bunch of stuff. I know he was in the show. What the hell is the name of that show? It's
Judging Amy?
yes, Judging Amy. That's it.
Yeah, he
Oh,
also
okay.
he co-wrote the screenplay for Foxcatcher, which hey, I like that
And
movie.
Wow.
Capote.
And Capote.
He also co-wrote Capote. He's a good writer.
Yeah, hey. And
so real
Guns N'
quick,
Roses. Sorry.
I looked it up. Diane Wiest is the conservative wife, and Christine Baranski is
Oh, did I
Val's
get
birth
that
mother.
backwards? Oh, that's me.
Yeah. Hey, it happens.
Understandable,
Listen,
honestly.
They're
There's
both
a lot
white
of main
women. Who knows?
characters. We hate white women on the Loud Equals Funny
Honestly.
podcast. Yeah.
Fuck white women.
Yeah, we sure do.
Sorry.
Yeah, I kind of agree. Val, the son, I think he's at his best at like the very start of the movie when you first meet him. I think he comes across as very like natural and very like
Relatable.
Yeah, exactly. But I think as the film goes on and he's a little more like, Dad, you're a little too gay. It's kind of like,
Dad, can you stop being so gay? You're really cramping my style with the conservative
cramping my-
ladies.
you're ruining my flow.
I would say that was mostly them doing that to just kind of like keep the plot going.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean,
guess.
more like the performance. The performance
too.
isn't
Yeah, and that might be the case, but he's still like sacrificed for that purpose.
Yeah.
I will say,
Yeah.
really quick, I forgot to mention one of the things at the very beginning. I actually really like the scene where Val and Robin Williams first meet up, and they're like pouring white wine at the pool, and this is after Albert like freaked out over there being white wine in the fridge, and
yeah, because he doesn't drink white wine.
yeah, and you think, oh god, Robin Williams really is cheating, but no, it's dropped kind of like in the middle of the scene, but no, it's his son.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
you had
really-
a note about, oh my god, he fucking his son.
Yeah,
It's a really clever way of building up tension in this early scene where Nathan Lane's character Albert is having such a breakdown and is freaking out and is like, oh, all these things, there's white wine in the fridge and you don't drink white wine. And Robin Williams mentions he doesn't drink red wine anymore because of the tannins, and Albert goes, the tannins? but the escalation of it all really does kind of make you think for a second that he might be cheating, and then they just say, hey, Dad, and it's like, oh,
Like-
okay.
Oh
Damn.
shit! All right.
It's a really cool way of handling something like that.
Yeah.
And it also gives a good moment with Albert after, where Albert is like, so what's going on? And he goes, well, Val's here. My son is here. And he goes, oh my God, Val, I love Val. Oh my God.
Why didn't you
Never
tell
mind.
me?
But it lets a movie have a little bit of tension and then like some relief afterwards, which is nice.
Well, and again, it introduces you to them as a family, because we then, after we kind of went past it because it's not like a huge thing, but there's a scene early on where Albert is commenting on Val and is just talking about how excited he is to have him around, and is like, oh my God. And you could tell that Albert loves his son. Like, you can really feel that care from Albert every time he talks about or mentions Val. And the way it's done is really good. It lends a lot of emotion to things as it all builds up later.
And he is gendered as mother.
True.
Hell
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah, Val calls him mom.
Right?
This
Which
movie's making waves, people.
So some would
Um,
call it woke, as it were.
Can't
Well,
make
and I
you
guess-
can't make this movie nowadays.
Well, they also they wouldn't have been married legally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've got a what's it called? It's like a palimony, I think is what they call it.
Yes, the palimony.
Yeah,
that's
and
it,
that's
yeah.
that's such a cool word. Like, I don't know if that's an actual real
Hey,
thing,
pals.
but I really
is.
like it.
Oh,
It is.
shit.
Oh, hell
It's when an unmarried couple form an alimony, because like they're a close couple, but they're not committed to marriage. It's just an
okay.
alimony in that form. It is a real thing.
Shit. All right.
Nice.
You learn something
It's a good
new.
word though.
You learn something new on
Uh,
second screenings, folks.
Always do. Cocaine Bear's bad.
Yes.
uh,
Postal,
Yeah,
surprisingly
good.
good.
Sadly,
The
that's not
sweet's
something
good.
that I. Sadly, Cocaine Bear being bad is not something that I learned.
Yeah.
Are you
You-
sure?
You informed.
I knew it beforehand.
You
Fair,
informed the masses, Tristan. You informed the masses.
Yes.
But anyways, kind of rounding out the film, because honestly, again, I don't want to talk about too much of the film, because it's something where you kind of have to watch it and like get the gags, and it shouldn't all be just explained.
Yeah.
Like, watch this movie is that we normally say it earlier.
It's not
but
easy to
watch this
find
movie.
it, by the way. It's not apparently on any streaming services.
It's on
Nope.
MGM Plus.
Oh my god.
Oh,
By the way-
It's on General Mills Plus, everyone.
By the way, literally, guys, please remind me after this to cancel that. I'm not paying the $6.
I will.
Thank you.
I will. Don't
Jesus
worry.
Christ.
Yeah, $6.
Yes, so I guess it's on MGM Plus, which also means you can watch it through Amazon through their MGM Plus channel.
Eye roll
I guess.
emoji.
I know.
There are links to purchase it digitally on Amazon and physically on Amazon down below, by the way, for every episode. We have those.
This is actually a movie I'd highly recommend buying. Like, I want a Blu-ray
It's a
of
good
it. I
movie.
remember
Yeah.
the first time I watched it, I was in high school, and I formed a movie club with one of my teachers, my English teacher. And we would show a different movie every Wednesday, and we would get students to come in, and we would just watch a movie, we'd discuss it, all that stuff. And she really wanted to show us The Birdcage. She said, like, it's such a cool movie. It's a movie that not a lot of people have seen, and not a lot of people remember. Despite
But it's like
having
a
good
hit,
names.
apparently.
Exactly,
Yeah,
yeah.
made a
But
lot
like,
of
no
money.
one
And
talks
I've
about
never heard about it, yeah.
it. It was nominated for an Academy Award. Like, it wasn't small.
I think it's probably understandable, if not agreeable, but understandable why it maybe got held back in certain ways. I don't know.
Oh, for
Yeah.
sure. But like, I feel like it's a movie that's worth watching. Just to
Yeah.
see,
Yeah.
And so we watched The Birdcage, and that was the first time I watched it. Was back in high school, and I remember just being enraptured by how stupid it was. It was so charming to me, and so like, yeah, I'd highly recommend at least watching it once. But anyways, kind of rounding out the film, the truth is revealed, and at this point, the conservative wife has her character arc kind of resolved, where while Gene Hackman, the senator, is kind of like pissed off and is confused and is like, I don't get this, like this is ridiculous, whatever. She scolds him for the first time in the movie and is like, hey, you're constantly only focused about your image when your daughter is happy, and you should really just focus on that instead. And it's like, I feel like it could have come across as really forced, but because of the way they portray their whole family, I feel like it really works. I feel like it comes across very genuine.
Yeah.
And again, she gains sentience for this.
This is also around when she takes issue with Gene Hackman's love of Mrs. Coleman. Because
Yes.
he's really doting on Mrs. Coleman and every word she says, and the escalating absurdity of all of the somewhat heinous things they're saying about, like, oh, they should kill the mother for abortions and all this bizarre shit.
It's like, if
Yeah,
baby's gonna
as
die,
he's-
may as well send it down with the ship.
And yeah, he's just loving this. He's eating it up with a spoon, and the wife does not enjoy that. And
No, yeah.
yeah, he says a great line about, like, they just don't make women like that anymore. they do these days. I don't know, but
Oh, yeah, no, you're right. He says that about Albert. He says they don't make women like you anymore, I think.
Yep.
yeah,
Oh god,
Which is-
I just realized. I think the conservative senator might really like just pearly things.
Oh.
God, what's her name? It's not Pearl
It's,
Mackey. Pearl Mackey's
Pearl
cool and
Davis.
awesome.
Pearl
Pearl
Davis.
Davis.
Or-
Yeah.
well, okay, her full name is Hannah Pearl Davis, but she goes by Pearl Davis because it's like,
Yeah.
yeah, all right, Hannah.
Who wants to be a Hannah? Yeah.
Exactly.
Um,
Yeah,
that's
no,
mean. I know a couple
like-
cool Hannahs.
but yeah, no, this
Um,
movie it is very much like, you know, it is taking the cultural trends of that time and kind of looking at them, being critical but not being mean about it.
Yeah, like the wife is still the conservative wife is still a conservative. She clearly has not had like a fundamental shift in her politics, but it's revealed at that end there where it's like she doesn't care as much about some of these political things as he does, and she also views it as kind of like unnecessary at a certain point when it's actually harming her relationship with her family. Like it's not saying conservative people bad, so she is now not a conservative now that she's more accepting. It's
Yeah.
just saying like not all conservative people should have to be at that same level of like ultra conservative. And I think that's a
Yeah.
pretty good message.
I like
Yeah.
that.
And you can speak
Um,
up for yourself if you're a subjugated housewife. Don't be like a Darman wife.
Yeah.
So you see,
He switched
Um,
it up lately to just UC. It's very sad.
no way. Does he actually?
Yeah.
That's such a shame. That has no impact.
Yeah, I know.
It's just a
We're,
couple
we're
Um,
witnessing the death of culture.
We really are. This is the end of the empire. This is what they've been saying. This is the end of America. Darman is not adding 2 extra letters.
And of course, so everything's revealed. The wife has spoken up against him, and he's just kind of like in shock now. Gene Hackman's character is just kind of like bumbling around because he has no idea what the hell is going on anymore.
He can't comprehend gay.
He can't. He's been faced with it for the first time, and now he's like, huh? And they go to leave because they're like, okay, we gotta just wrap this up, whatever. But the paparazzi are now swarming the place, basically. Or they're camped outside the door, at least. And so Albert is like, well, wait a minute. I have an idea. And this, of course, continues the bit of Gene Hackman's character constantly having to find ways to escape. It resolves it by having them all dress in drag
Yep.
and then using the apartment's back entrance to sneak into the club where they perform a mini drag show to We Are Family in order to escape the nightclub, which in my opinion is such a perfect little culmination of all these little bits they've laid out.
Yep.
Yeah, and Gene Hackman's drag character looks like a diaper fur lolcow that I've talked about before. But
Oh no.
you know, he also seems he seems like he's it seems like he's learning things about himself in that scene. And good for him.
Yeah.
Throughout the whole scene, you can see him kind of like, he starts off kind of like, this is weird, I don't like this, and then he kind of like gets into a groove and
I don't
want to
be the only girl not dancing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you've ever been to a wedding and you're the only person on a dance floor not dancing, you kind of instantly are like, maybe I should kind of like at least shake my arms a little bit.
You something.
Yeah. And so, they get out of the nightclub safely, and then a really great detail to end it off. The kids get married and they have an interfaith service. It's an actual proper mixed Jewish and, I would guess, based on like ultra conservative, some form of Catholicism.
Yeah, I would guess like either Catholic or like Protestant.
And so like I really appreciate the detail as a Jewish person of that wedding being an actual interfaith service. It's not just a generic wedding, it's an actual proper interfaith wedding. And I think that's a really cool way of ending it off. It pulls everything together to show, two sides actually coming together at the end and getting married.
Oh yeah.
I think it's a really cool way of doing it.
And the movie ends, as all things should, with a smiling straight white couple.
Oh,
true.
There's one scene.
Except that white woman. We hate white women on the Loud Equals Funny show.
Yes, we do.
Second
I don't know if we
series.
can keep this up. I don't know if we should.
We can, we can keep it up for patrons at least.
Listen, white women are like British people. They're fair game.
Fair.
Fair game. Okay. I was gonna. Bring up,
there's the Gene Hackman. Yeah.
I was gonna bring up one more scene before the wedding, where when they're walking out, he yells to his driver. Gene Hackman's character yells to his driver, pick me up, down the block, and the driver says, "Yeah, not out of your life, lady." After he accepts some money.
Not for $1 million.
Not for $1 million.
Yeah, there's a lot of good moments like that throughout the film of that really fun dramatic irony stuff playing into things.
Yeah.
I was curious about like how the people making the film felt about it as it was being made, so I looked this up last night because I was just doing some research, and it's interesting because one of the guys who made it, the director, who's the half of the duo with the screenwriter, because they are like a noted duo, the director basically said like, we needed to make this film within 8 or 9 months because by the time the movie comes out, after the next big like election or whatever was coming up, you won't be able to parody these guys anymore, like the conservatives, because at that point they'll be parodying themselves and they'll get mad if they see a parody of them.
Yeah.
And I think
Yeah.
like that was in 1996 he said that. Think about that.
It's all cyclical.
like-
The more things change, the more
Time is a flat fucking circle.
This movie, Metal Gear Solid 2, it's all connected.
Like, I kind of admire the people who made this for being so aware of everything as they were making it,
Oh man, can you imagine how they'd feel about doing something like this now though? It's a thing I have to bring it up again, but it's like, this does feel like this would cause way more of a shitstorm now than it would back then.
Who would you cast now, Bane, in the roles of Robin Williams and Nathan Lane in this film?
Robin Williams?
Well, one's gotta be Timothy Chalamet.
No. See, yeah,
Yep.
I think Timothy Chalamet should be the son.
Timothy Chalamet the son.
True.
If I'm thinking like seriously here, I would put for Robin Williams, Glenn Powell. Mind you, I'm casting like Hollywood now, so.
Oh, I have the perfect partner to that actually.
Tom Hanks.
Glenn Powell, Neil Patrick Harris.
Oh my
yeah.
god.
Ooh.
Neil Patrick
That's
Harris.
true.
That's such good. Oh my fucking god, it's good.
I mean, they should never do a remake of this because it's a perfectly good movie that you should just watch, and then not everything needs a remake. But like,
No, absolutely.
if it were to happen,
Like,
if they did like an adaptation, like this is an adaptation of a play, so if someone did like an adaptation sequel that's not really a sequel or whatever.
Spiritual successor,
Exactly.
may inherit the Birdcage,
Yeah.
similar plot happens. Legacy sequel is what they call them now. It could happen.
I'm glad
That's still disgusting, actually. No, don't do
because
that.
Sorry.
this film was a play in 1973, and then it was a French film because it's a French play. It was a French film in 1978. So that's crazy to think about.
It really
And then
is.
it got adapted into this film in 1996. So like I'm kind of glad it got adapted into an English film, like a Western film that talked more about the American side of things, but I don't think this movie ever needs to be remade.
Oh, yeah.
Never.
And also,
Yeah.
I don't think you can kind of get like the improv style that like both Nathan and Robin kind of worked with on each other with this. It's hard to replicate. It really is.
Well, even the
Yeah.
production design, it's all very like washed out and but still vibrant and like pastel. There's lots of like bright greens and pinks and yellows, and it's like I feel like you can't get that look as much now on digital film. You know?
Weirdly though, I've seen this look like closer to this style in more horror films lately than I've seen in anything else. Because I think horror has
True.
been getting more pastel-ish. We both talked about The Substance off air, and I feel like that uses colors, very vibrant colors, not in the same way. Obviously, this is a different kind of movie.
No,
but it
but
uses
it certainly does.
it uses similar vibrancy to highlight other things, and we're just not seeing that in other movies. We're seeing it in horror, weirdly.
Yeah, that is weird to think about.
But I think this movie, like, it has a it's a very bright, colorful movie. It's set in South Beach, which is a very bright and colorful place. I mean, I've never been. I'd hope that it kind of captures that spirit, but I really think this also captures just a moment in time too, visually. Like the '90s had a look to it that, I mean, obviously we've only seen emulated, really, but like,
if you were to remake it, I don't think you would. You should even try to.
The
like,
thing is,
match it.
it would be like the difference between original Vice City and GTA 6.
yeah,
Because that's kind of the similar. It's like the first area.
God,
of Vice
influencer
City.
culture, Birdcage.
Yeah,
Oh,
it would be like
God.
TikTok Birdcage. You don't want that.
it would make some of this plot
yeah.
really hard, but
Yeah, I was thinking that throughout the movie. There's a lot of stuff in this movie that only works in a film that's pre-cell phone.
pre-Google, or at least
Yes.
Google.
Pre-Google,
what we
yeah.
know.
Yeah.
Like, because they could just type in this a person's name into a search bar and be like,
Oh,
this
what
dude
is the
owns a gay-
Birdcage?
this guy owns
Oh,
a gay nightclub?
yeah.
Or a drag
Yeah,
nightclub?
because like the only reason in the film, the only reason that the journalists find out that it's a gay nightclub is because they arrive and go, "What is this place?" and then do research into it. Like, if this was made in a modern context, none of that would happen. They would just everyone would know everything from the get-go, and that's kind of weird to think about, actually.
Yeah.
Wow.
Kind of horrifying, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't like that actually.
No.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. This is a good time. This is a very good time to watch, you know?
Yeah.
Like,
it
also doesn't
Going
feel
into
as
this-
long as it is. I think.
Yeah, I noticed
It's
that.
the-
2 hours.
It's a great type of movie that has things that, you know, kind of teach you something about as a straight. It teaches me some things about, gay culture and what it must be like to walk a mile in the shoes of an old, not married gay couple in the 90s. And, but it doesn't also feel like it's, it's like, being really preachy about it or anything. It's good stuff. It's the good kind of woke. It's what you like to see.
Exactly.
True.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. I guess like going into this, I kind of knew that there wouldn't be a lot to talk about, because it's such a straightforward movie compared to like The Stupids, where we have to describe every single detail in order,
Yeah,
or else none of it makes sense.
Yeah, or
And even-
people just wouldn't believe us.
And even
Yeah.
then, it doesn't kind of make sense, also. It's like, We're kind of just.
Well, then the alien came down and lit him on fucking fire.
This is
I
just
also-
actual parts from the movie, folks.
But I also think it's kind of refreshing that we ended off on such a normal movie after a season of bad movies and absurd nonsense. You know?
Yes.
It really has
Yeah.
been just bad movies. and
This is
absurd
just kind of a
nonsense.
classic normal film. It's not like Pottersville. It's not like The Stupids or Cocaine Bear.
It's not
I
even
mean,
like Kung
even-
Fu Hustle. I love Kung Fu
Exactly.
Hustle.
That's a great movie, but it's still absurd nonsense.
Yeah, I was when I picked this, I was kind of thinking like, is this too normal? But I feel
We
like
need that contrast.
yeah, I
Yeah.
didn't want it to. I don't know. At a certain point, when I finished rewatching this, I was like, I think I made the right choice for us to end off on this, as opposed
Yeah.
to like Pottersville 2 or something. Like,
When are we getting Pottersville 2?
Okay, we
Damn.
have
should-
the sequels planned.
We should they should have a fucking MCU level cinematic universe for Pottersville. I'm just saying.
I'd watch it. I'd be in the
Correct.
front row.
Tristan, did you have anything you wanted to add?
Yeah, I had a few things, a couple of jokes that I think landed, like a visual gag. I really like in the kitchen, the morning after Val comes over and they're all, Al. Fuck, my brain just stopped working for a minute. But Al is, getting ready to make a nice, wonderful dinner for Val, and one of the props inside the kitchen is an exercise bike with clothes hung on it, and
Yes, yeah.
that's just such a fun visual gag. It's not brought attention to. It's not commented on. I love it. It's great.
Yeah, that is
I think
good.
Robin Williams just like sits on it at one point and just reads.
Yeah,
Like,
Yeah.
they never bring attention to it. They just use it as furniture.
yeah. There's also the Senator's Vice being candy. I think that's just kind of cool.
Oh
and
yeah,
cute.
he goes on
Yeah.
a fucking candy eating spree after
Hey
it's
man,
revealed.
I feel it. I fucking feel it.
He
Oh, I
just
have to
orders-
shout out Hank Azaria's drag dance scene also.
Yes,
True.
that's a great scene. Yeah. It's a movie full of great moments. I don't know. It's again, that's why I kind of moved past a lot of things, because there's so many little bits that I feel like you just have to kind of like see and
Yeah, but you gotta dangle some shit in front of the audience, Gabe.
Yeah,
because,
like
people-
how exactly is the Hank Azaria dance scene good? You're just gonna have to find out
It's
for
good,
yourself.
You have to. It's
Check the
an
link in the
interesting
description.
scene, but you should go watch the movie, bozos.
Yeah, you should be
It's
watching
true.
this.
whenever I guess if we're mostly done our thoughts, then we can give our number ranking.
Oh, there's one other thing. First of all, there's a bit of Jay Leno in the movie. You heard about this?
You guys like cars?
Yes.
Yeah, you heard of this movie called The Birdcage? Yeah, someone really cool and handsome in it. He has a really small chin.
Man, I want to watch the Kate Bush episode.
There's also, I think this might just be me being schizophrenic, but I think one of the best gags in the movie, very subtle. It's when the senator's talking about his trip. I don't know where he moved, not moved, but I don't know where he came from when he was going down to Florida.
He's coming from
But
Ohio.
he was-
Yeah.
Okay, all right. That makes one of his lines make sense. But he's talking about the scenery that he saw.
Oh,
And,
yeah.
All of the wonderful yellows and greens and stuff, and then the roads black, cutting through all of the beautiful colors like black things tend to do.
Oh God, yeah, he did say
Oh
that.
god, I didn't even clock in on that. I just had that as the most boring dialogue ever. Because
wrote
it
it down.
is just interminably fucking dull.
Oh, it's very boring.
It's so
yeah.
mundane.
Yeah.
It's so. I mean, it's also very accurate because there are people that just talk like that, and it's like, oh, it was such a non-story.
I wrote down
Yeah.
racism and color theory.
I kind of like that. I kind of like that he's portrayed as such a boring man.
He plays
And then everyone was.
droll but funny. That's the way I would describe him.
Yeah.
I like during that scene, everyone's just so fucking bored that They have to like say, "Oh no! I really liked your story. Oh yeah. I was so enthralled, of course."
Yeah, of course.
And there was also a couple too many suicide references from Robin Williams. I didn't like that.
Yeah, I did have a note that said this joke did not age well after he talked about like hanging himself.
Yeah.
I kind of pulled on my collar and was like, "Ugh, little blue."
It's giving yikes.
Foreshadowing? Question mark.
I don't like no.
Sorry.
No.
I'm
Despicable.
I'm going to hell.
That's basically all I have.
And you like Concord, anyway.
And you like Concord.
Yeah,
despicable.
I know. I'm going to hell.
Well, I guess if we're pretty much done, then number ratings.
Yeah.
I am struggling to remember what I rated most of the other films.
Yeah.
We're out of 10, right?
Yeah, out of 10.
Oh, we're
yeah.
10? Okay. I thought it was out of
And
5.
I don't
we
want to
both-
do that inflated bullshit with like 5 is bad kind of thing.
A 7 out of 10. That's our average rating.
We become IGN.
I
no.
guess for me, I would probably like. Oh, I don't know. This is a movie I would give like an 8 or a 9 out of 10. Like, I love this movie.
Hell yeah.
I'd give this
Like,
like a
I've seen it
7.5.
times and I still
Actually,
love
like
it.
I'd give it an 8. I'd give it an 8.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think
I'm
I'd
also
probably-
keen on giving it an 8, I'd say. It kind of it feels a little long for what it is, but you know, I can't also think of anything that needs to be cut, so
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm also going to be boring. My rating's an 8, but I do have like a very specific mindset when it comes to it.
Yeah.
It would be higher for me, but it doesn't really sell me in the beginning. A lot of it's just like, oh, haha, gay man overreacting, haha, funny stereotype.
Yeah.
But then,
I get you.
once they're like gearing up to get ready for the dinner, it all of the setup just starts paying off in the best ways possible.
Yeah,
And
it all
it's
kind of clicks.
Yeah.
Like if the entire movie, I get why, you know, all of that setup exists. It's set up, of course. But if the entire movie was just that like second half of the movie, 10 out of 10. But, you know, an 8 is still a very good score. Oh, for sure.
yeah.
It's not like any of us think this movie's bad.
Absolutely.
It's not Cocaine
Good lord.
Bear.
Yeah. We'll get to
Do
cocaine.
do not even insinuate that these could even possibly be comparable movies.
These
Yeah,
are.
I mean, this movie has gay people in it, and yet I don't hate it. I mean, come on.
Yeah, that's a whole new achievement.
I know.
know.
Yeah, this.
So are we on to our tier lists now?
Yeah, this is the
Yes.
finale.
Yeah. So
I guess we can do the season roundup, yeah.
yeah,
This has been a good season, boys.
we've shot before editing the entire season, before releasing anything to the public. We decided to record an entire season. I feel like this will do very well. I think people will like this.
I hope so.
That's my kind of worries up front. We're doing at least a second season of second screenings. So you got to fulfill the name at least.
Oh yeah, second seasons.
Plus,
The
admittedly, we've got
second
enough.
screenings.
We got enough ideas. I think we could do it for like 10 more seasons at least.
10.
Oh, we
Okay,
can-
hang on.
At
Hold up.
least.
If we wanted.
At
I can't do
least.
good bad for 10 more seasons.
Not good,
alright?
bad. We'll change the format up a little. The format will change at points, but the idea.
Yeah, we got plenty of ideas.
I mean, we got some good ideas. We may shift the good bad format at least to good bad, good bad, good bad, good bad instead of good bad bad good, good bad bad good.
Yeah, that was kind of confusing, honestly.
Yeah, also,
Looking back, it was
Assassin's
rough.
Creed: The Cocaine Bear fucking killed me. I hated it.
That was a rough time in our lives. Yeah,
It was a bad time, but
Well, you
it
have
was
to
like
remember
going
that
through the
was-
fucking Great Depression, but for movie podcast.
The thing is, we went from Postal
yeah.
to Assassin's Creed to
I-
Cocaine Bear. Like, it
Yeah.
was getting worse and worse.
It was
Those are my 3 lowest
progressively-
rated.
Only one of us thinks Postal is. Well, we're gonna get to this, but
Yes. Hey,
Bane really likes the Postal movie.
I do.
That's all I'll say.
I do. So I think we'll go just in order of the way we put them, which is also the Discord call order. So
Hell yeah.
Claw, I think we'll go first, and we'll talk with your tier list.
Well, we got obviously S tier, The Stupids, masterpiece, The Birdcage. I mean, it's not a 10 out of 10 movie for me, but it's it's a real movie. It's one of the most real, down to earth, normal Hollywood movies. It's probably the only one like that in this whole list.
I think this is
Well,
the most
Cocaine Bear.
Yeah, Cocaine Bear and Assassin's Creed.
I guess,
Yeah.
but
Yeah,
Assassin's Creed is not
We're talking-
a well-liked movie at all.
Good. We're talking good movies here.
Yeah, this is like watching Back to the Future or some shit by comparison. So yeah,
Because it's the
Birdcage.
same editor.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Oh my god, seriously?
Yep.
Yeah.
Birdcage
that's
S tier, Kung Fu Hustle S tier, easy. I don't have anything for A because I just don't feel comfortable putting Pottersville in A tier for anything.
Yeah,
But
don't
it's
worry,
a good
it's-
movie. I'll put it in B tier.
As we keep going throughout this list, we're just gonna as we do more seasons, we'll just add more. So
Yeah.
this list is gonna
Yeah.
get full kind of
This
fast.
is gonna be a great list once we're at fucking the Christmas season or whatever.
I'm really excited to see it with more lists added on. This will be
Yeah.
cool.
I'm curious too, actually.
And then, so this begins a bit of a trend for a lot of us. C tier, I've got Carpool and Postal.
Yep.
Similar box art there. D tier, I've got Assassin's Creed. And then insulting, I've got Cocaine Bear.
Which
Yeah,
is
so-
below F tier.
Yeah.
Yeah, the ranks
we've
are,
skipped F tier.
S rank for exemplary movies, A, B, C, D, F, and then just insulting, which is
Yeah.
the yin to S tier's yang.
It literally is. Yeah. I'll go with mine real quick here. S tier is Kung Fu Hustle. It's
Hell yeah.
it's always been an S tier for me since I first saw
Yeah,
it, and
great
it
movie.
still holds the fuck up. So, the A tier is Postal 2007. I really like it still.
Ooh.
I'll accept the
Jesus
booze.
Christ.
I've rewatched it since we've done the episode, and it still holds up.
Why?
Why?
Cause I was high as fuck, and I'm like, it's a good time. And I pulled up my Apple TV, and I told Siri to play the Postal movie, and it did.
Bane, other movies
is-
exist, right?
There
Bane,
are
you-
other movies I should have seen since then.
you choose to do this, and I choose to be friends with you, and it's like,
Man,
Uh,
I
just don't
need
know.
you to realize how the sentence. Yeah, I was really fucking high, so I pulled up Apple TV and told Siri to pull up the Postal movie. That is such a you sentence.
yeah.
it is.
Yeah, it's very.
I think it's the most you sentence, besides adding. Oh yeah, I was playing Suicide Squad, and then I decided.
No,
to
he was
get
playing.
really
I was
high.
playing COD Zombies, and I got kind of,
Yeah,
I wanted to switch over to a movie.
Yeah. By the way, we are a week out from a new COD Zombies release. My productivity
That's
is going
true.
to be almost 0.
Did you hear that Aiden Ross bought it for like $5K?
Oh,
Can't play it.
I'm saving that for our next episode, but yes.
Well, that's all right. This is gonna release way after.
This is releasing
Publicly,
in,
at least.
December. I think
Hello,
December
patrons.
15th.
You're super cool.
Yes, hello, patrons.
Yo.
Yo quiero soy, patrons. But yeah, no, so, and then also an A tier of The Stupids, a very fun time. The Birdcage, a very fun time as well. Pottersville's in my B tier. Carpool, and I did not do this because it's, starts with a C, but it is in my C tier.
It just fits.
It just fits there. It's a C tier movie. D is Assassin's Creed, which is very disappointing because an Assassin's Creed movie, admittedly, for what they do, is somewhat neat, but it's such a muddled mess that I can't put it anywhere higher than D. And then insulting, Cocaine Bear, because fuck Cocaine Bear.
Yeah, the tier was pretty much made for Cocaine Bear, honestly.
Yeah. We'll see if anything else even gets that low.
If
I would.
We got a couple for next season, but if I bring them in, I think they will be put in insulting.
I think one
Yeah.
that Tristan's talking about might be pretty insulting.
Yeah, I have a feeling.
I don't think I'm
uh,
gonna put that one in insulting. It's bad, but it's not
Oh,
For mine, S tier, my only S tier is Kung Fu Hustle. And then A tier, I've got the Stupids, Pottersville, and the Birdcage. Now, I also agree Pottersville should probably be in B tier, but the sheer factor of it puts it in A for me. It's
pretty special.
Oh, the fact,
nothing in B.
Its cover gives none of it away. By the way, with Pottersville, if you somehow just skip to this one, watch that movie, then watch your episode. It does not give anything away with that fucking cover. Sorry.
You will not see what's coming on. You will not see the plot elements of Pottersville coming from a mile away.
Yeah, no, it's crazy.
It was like the great prophet Persona 5 foretold.
True.
You will never see it coming.
Yeah, they said it in the scriptures.
My C tier is Postal Carpool, which I don't think either of them are like terrible, but like I don't know. I wouldn't put them in B. I wouldn't really put them higher than that.
No.
Assassin's Creed is D. Again, I don't think I feel like a lot of people would look at our tier list and be like, why isn't Assassin's Creed an F? That's a bad movie, but it's like it has enough stuff that I'm like.
It has some interesting elements.
Yeah, I can tell the people who created it at least played the games.
Something.
They wanted to try something.
they watched a playthrough of Assassin's Creed 1.
I mean,
Assassin's
Creed 2. Also.
I like the movie Animus, and some of the ending stuff is neat, but also bad. I don't know.
The movie Animus is cool as shit. I like it.
Yeah.
But,
and then nothing in my F tier, and then Cocaine Bear in my insulting tier, of course. If you couldn't see, there's a pattern.
Yeah.
Tristan.
All right. So for my S tier, you saw it coming. Unlike the Twisted Pottersville. Kung Fu Hustle. Absolutely adore it. It is one of my favorite non-franchise movies. That'll change when the sequels finally release, but still. It's very, very good.
Shit. I hope it isn't, though.
I really hope it's not, but I mean, hey, listen. Even if it is, the first movie's still really, really good.
Yeah, no, there's no way they could fuck this up so bad they'll take the original.
Yeah.
Well, never say never, but yeah, it's unlikely. In A tier, I have two. Pottersville, which is up there just for sheer entertainment value. It is baffling.
Fair.
It is buffoonish. I adore it. And I fully recognize that it's not a great movie, but it's wild. And I love it for that. Then next in A tier, we have The Birdcage, which is just a really good movie. It's just that's all there really is to it. It's a good movie. For B tier, we have The Stupids. Now, it's kind of low compared to everybody else's score, but I still really like the movie. It's just, there's a lot of stuff in it that I didn't like quite so much.
Yeah, it's a bit padded at times.
And I still listen, hey, praise the Lloyd, For C tier, we got Carpool and Postal. Carpool is a very fine movie. It's just kind of
it's fine.
Yeah, it's a very middle of the road film.
I remembered it being a lot worse, so C tier feels high for me, but I can't give it anything better.
Yeah. That's also
if I was to give it something higher than C tier, I would be calling it like an actually good movie, and I don't think it is. It's just an entertaining movie.
Yeah. But then after it we have Postal, which it's a movie of highs and lows, Yeah. There are some pretty fun parts to it. But then a lot of it is just And then there are some bits that are just horrendous.
Parts of it are pretty decent Postal adaptation.
Yeah.
I still tout it as like one of my favorite game adaptations because it gets the spirit of Postal 2, at least Postal 2.
Yeah,
I don't think you're wrong about that. I
would also put, in terms of other video game adaptations that capture the spirit, shout outs to the Twisted Metal series. That's all I gotta say right now.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yes.
And the Halo show, right?
Yeah.
I mean, if you get a third season, I'll shout that out, but...
the series where Master Chief bangs a prisoner of war. Yeah, that's fantastic. I love it.
That's not entirely too surprising, the Halo canon. gets a little
Is
horny. Gets a little horny at times. Some of the books.
I mean, maybe. I guess. I mean, his suit does jerk him off. It actually does jerk him off, but still.
It
Anyway,
collects
so
his pee.
How do you know?
D tier, Assassin's Creed.
Yeah.
It is a very boring movie that does some things right. That's that's all I really have to say about
Pretty
it this
much,
long out. Skipping F, there are no F tier movies, you know, currently in this series. Hopefully that doesn't change. Actually,
Only because we arbitrarily made a whole separate bad tier for the, you know,
I
worst
think
movie.
it needs
For-
its own tier.
for
Yeah.
insulting, obviously Cocaine Bear. Listen, Cocaine Bear goes beyond just being bad. It's like scientifically designed to be a movie I fucking despise.
Yeah, there's only one scene that I even kind of like, and that's a song doing all the heavy lifting. But most of the heavy lifting.
I kind of like that all of us have 3 unanimous ones, being Carpool, Assassin's Creed, and Cocaine Bear.
And
we
Kung Fu
all
Hustle.
agree on those placements.
Yeah,
Oh,
we
yeah,
all have
Kung
Kung Fu Hustle in us.
Yep, we have
Oh,
four,
yeah.
we have 4 that are basically the exact same tier.
This is why you come to this podcast, folks, for 4 people who think the same way.
Hell yeah.
Admittedly, I think we all got there in like some of it in separate directions, where it's like certain things are like prioritized more for us in different ways, and they all kind of lead to the same spot. Like,
yeah,
if it wasn't
apparently
wasn't
I
for
liked
me,
Pottersville.
If it wasn't for me, Postal would
Uh,
probably be in the it would be shared in C if it wasn't for me.
We would.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot, Dane.
Yeah, hey, I mean, I bring that contrarian energy, but I'm not actually just trying to be a contrarian. It's just my opinion, and I'm stupid. But that's not the point. Point being, I think we've got a good tier list. I think we got a good thing going for next season, especially because we got a few ideas, and we're gonna wait until after probably Christmas, because I don't know if we talked about it, but are we gonna do another two-week break like we did last year?
I mean, possibly. We'll know by the time this
I don't
comes
really
out.
have an
probably.
opinion.
Yeah, by the time this comes out, it'll already be announced. Check our social media, by the way. We're on Twitter and Blue Sky. Check the links down below.
Yay.
But by the time
I
this
still
comes
don't really
Respect
use
thing.
Twitter, but yay.
yeah.
We'll get to that on the next episode. Which, if you're listening to this on the public feed, that was a while ago.
It's again October 20th is when we're recording this one. Yeah, no. Check our social media. Check our Patreon out. By the way, there's also links to the playlist on YouTube or the show on other platforms, where you can listen back to every episode if you somehow just jumped to the Birdcage. I don't know why you just jumped in here.
If you
Maybe
really
you
like
really
the
like the
Birdcage,
Birdcage.
Yeah,
Yeah.
if you like the, I mean, in a way, a lot of these episodes can kind of be watched individually, I think. So you know what? Hey, if you did, welcome. Hopefully you listened to our tier list there and you decided, hey, I'm gonna go back and
Go
watch
listen
all
to
those
the
episodes.
Stupids episode. That's the good one.
Yeah,
Oh, they're
Listen,
all
if
good.
they're all
if you want to
good.
listen, if you want to listen to us get unreasonably angry, there's the Cocaine Bear.
The Cocaine Bear
you
one's
wanna-
pretty funny.
If you want to hear us get hype as shit, Kung Fu
Yeah.
Hustle.
Welcome to a world of excitement and joy. Kung Fu Hustle.
And so if you want to hear me over-explain an Uwe Boll film, the first episode exists.
It definitely does. That's mean.
Hey, don't worry. I cut most of that out.
Hey, thank you. But with that, I don't really know what else. Do we have anything else to say?
Nothing but penis, friends. Nothing but penis.
Yep, penis.
Second penis.
Anise.
Demons must suffer the wrath of the great and powerful. Just my